looks like we're live.
I guess so.
Hi, everybody. It's Ellen Lewis from Crazy for You with my special friend.
Hi, I'm Eleanor.
So it's the two Ellens coming to you tonight.
Yeah.
Ellen has been on the podcast before. I think we were talking about fit, right? And she is here from New Orleans and she's up for the retreat, which is this weekend.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be so fun.
It is.
Yeah. So I roped her into being on the podcast with me tonight. No prior planning. No notice, nothing.
That's okay.
Story of my life, right? You never know what you're going to get into when you show up here.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So it's good.
All good.
Right? So tonight I wanted to talk about Churchmouse. If you read the newsletter, you know that I am carrying Churchmouse patterns in the shop and on the website now. And that is so fun. And I'm really kind of honored to do it. I mean, they're sort of, we were talking about it. They're kind of a stalwart, you know?
I love the name.
Do you?
Churchmouse, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're from Seattle, you know, Bainbridge Island.
Okay. No, I did not. Never been.
No. So it's this beautiful little island off the coast of Seattle and you get to take a ferry to it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's really beautiful. So we have some folks joining us. It's Norma, Terry. Hey guys, nice to see you.
Hey, Terry. Hey, Norma.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you this weekend.
It's going to be so fun. So you were talking about when you first started knitting that you had seen
Churchmouse.
right?
And put a couple in my Ravelry.
In your queue or your favorites?
In my favorites, so that I could go back and find them. And it just kind of got buried. They're still sitting there, so they'll make their way back.
What was it that drew you to the Churchmouse when you first?
The name.
Just the name?
Because I thought it was so cute.
Yeah.
There was one sweater, I don't remember what it was in particular. It was gray. And I remember we had talked about it a long, long time ago, and it probably was the cardigan. And then it just kind of fell away from there.
Yeah.
Because I discovered the other one.
Well, I mean, their stuff it's beautiful basics.
Yes.
Right? I mean, these are the kind of wardrobe pieces that you knit and you wear. I mean, she didn't start out as a designer.
Right.
You know, did you read the newsletter? You can lie and tell
No,
me.
I did.
You can
I
tell,
just breezed through.
Right. Okay. I mean, she didn't start out as a designer.
Right.
She started out as a yarn store owner. And I mean, that's what we do. It's like, oh, I want to make, what can I make with this?
Right.
And you just start ginning up patterns to sell the yarn.
Right.
Right. But she got really good at it, you know, and I think the stuff that she does is so nice. And I love it.
Classic.
Right.
They're classic.
Right. Timeless pieces. You know, I don't think that, certainly when she first started out, there was anything so remarkable about them.
Right.
But she had great photography. You know who Jared Flood is, right?
No.
He owns Brooklyn Tweed. He used to be just like a knitter and a photographer and all that. And so she hired him to do the photographs. And you know, I always say that the difference between a pattern that sells a lot, right, and a pattern that doesn't is great photography.
Yes.
Right. So when you've got a great photograph of something, it's really much more appealing than the one that's, you know, taken in your bathroom with the bad lighting. And,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, there's a couple of the Churchmouse that, to me, this one that you're going to talk about reminds me of the pattern Cara, because they're just sweaters that they're your comfy. I just want to, you know, be comfortable and put this on. It's still going to look good, even though I just want to slum around town or whatever.
Right. Right. They're the stuff that you just want to wear.
Yeah.
Here we have somebody from Michigan. Hey, Mary. And somebody from Massachusetts. Very nice to see you. Yay. I'm interested, you guys, because this is my first time that I actually got it to go live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So tell me in the chat if you're watching from YouTube or if you're watching from Facebook or, you know, whatever. So I know what's going on.
Well, I would be watching from YouTube at home.
Would you?
Yes.
Okay.
I use YouTube.
Well, now you're not watching from YouTube. Now you're in it.
Now I'm in it.
Like
Forever. Willy Wonka. Who was
Right.
the little cowboy kid that got stuck in the TV?
Oh, yeah. What was his
That's
name?
me.
Oh, my gosh. There's my camera saying stop.
It's because I waved my hands around.
Yeah, don't wave your hands anymore. Stop with the waving of the hands.
Like Charlie being spastic.
Right. Just come over here.
Screen.
All right. There. That's much better. Okay. All right. Mary's watching from YouTube. Carrie's watching from YouTube. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you. So I promised you that I would be showing you the pictures and designs that I thought from Churchmouse would be really great in summer yarns. And that's one of the things that's really nice about a great pattern is it lends itself to both winter fibers and summer fibers. You know, there really isn't a pattern that's like, okay, this can only be knit in wool or this can only be knit.
Right.
I mean, there are some, but most things you can put a summer yarn, right? And they'll be just fine, you know? So I had a few that I really liked, and I was going to share those with you. And let's see. I'm doing this. Not that. This. All right, let's see. Transition mount. Am I window capture? Where is my window? Oh my gosh. Did I
closed it out?
I closed it. Oh my gosh, what an idiot. Okay, well, we're just going to go back to here while I figure that out.
I saw you close it, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's integrates.
Maybe she
somehow.
doesn't need it after all. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Well, it won't be very hard. So one of the things that I wanted to tell you is that all of the patterns that I'm featuring tonight are in the, they're in the, I'm all flustered now. I'm sorry. They're in the description. They're in the YouTube description. And I have tagged them in my my bundle. So I will show you my bundles here. That is not it. All right, Ellen, losing my mind here. Give me a minute.
It's fun watching technology work behind the scenes.
Oh, it sucks. It just really sucks. Okay, here we go. CM Summer. There it is. That's what I wanted to show. I'm going to go here with the shared screen. Window capture. I'm going to do done. Why is that not showing up? Window capture. Why isn't it happening? Oh, I'm so frustrated. Shared screen. Window capture. Installate. We got to make this work, don't we? Yeah. Done. Now go there. Why are you not going there? Still not there. Okay. Well, this sucks.
Technology is great when it works.
Well, when it works, yeah, it's great. When it doesn't, it's not so great. That's my edit. Where's my window capture? Hey, Maria. Nice to see you. Capture cursor.
There you go.
Client area. There. Okay. Yay. Okay. Done. Okay. Yay.
There it is.
Well, that worked better than I had sort of thought. Okay. Good. Oops, I need this to go this way. Done. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to move this one over here. All right. Boy, that was stressful. Oh my goodness. So, hey, Maria. Okay, so tell me if you guys can see all the things. All right, so the first one I wanted to share with you guys was this one, which I think is just super cute. It's called the flat rib popover. And when they say popover, you know, it's a vest, but it's also just like a little sleeveless top. Can't you see that in like Soft Jack DK? Right?
I said that it reminded me of Norma. I could see Norma wearing this while she's trekking all over Iceland. That to me was all Norma.
Right? Because layers.
Right.
Right? So this is a perfect thing for summer. It would be great in cotton. Like I said, it would be great in a soft jack DK. And you can wear it by itself, or you can wear it, over a blouse, as they've shown it, kind of, layering and as you go,
Could you make it heavier in the winter with
a different yarn.
Illimani?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
Noro? Any of the Noros, huh?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So I was just sort of thinking in terms of like what we would do for, say, summer,
Right.
But yeah, you could make it in a winter yarn. But if you made it in a summer weight yarn, hand knit cotton or like I said, soft jack DK. Let's see what their gauge is here. So they're worsted weight yarn at a gauge of 18 stitches over 4 inches. So you could do it in hand knit cotton. You could do it in soft jack DK.
Cotton glacé.
It's a little light for cotton glacé, but you could do it in the Illimani Sabu too, which would be super pretty. And it's nice. It's ribbed. And since it's ribbed, you don't need a lot of fussy finishing on it. So it's not going to roll or anything like that. So I thought that was super cute. Looks easy peasy. Like if it would be your first sweater, it would be great to do, So I like that one.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about setting in sleeves, picking up around collar. Well, maybe
you have to do a little of that. So this is the one that I have here in front of me. So right, I love this picture. And this is worked with 4 strands of kid silkays held together.
Oh, that's going to be warm.
It would be, but think about this with a couple strands of Ito lace weight yarn, like for the Lova it's knit on a size 11. And I just wanted to show you real quick that we have this, which is that same sweater that I did in brushed fleece, which is one of the options that they give you here, right? Is
oh, that looks like a perfect fall sweater, that one right there.
Right. Well, that's this.
Right.
Right. That's this sweater that I knit in the brushed fleece. But what if you did it in this?
Oh, that would be good for summer.
Right. So this is a beautiful lace weight, same gauge, on a 10.5, but you get this beautiful open feel.
What yarn is this?
This is actually a yarn they don't make anymore. This is This is Shibui Lunar, which is a silk and wool single ply, but it's close to, say, Rowan fine lace or So Asa.
Yeah.
It would be beautiful in the Ito So Asa. So you get this gorgeous gauzy kind of fabric. Terry says, reminds me of the Elon top. I think she's talking about that vest.
It does.
Norma agrees. Yep, that's me. So
back to this yarn too.
This one here.
Yeah.
What?
And now the yarn just went right out of my head. What about any of Tea Time Fiber?
So she hasn't done a lace weight, but she could. Yeah. And, since it's such a simple styling, you could easily use a kind of a tonal and it wouldn't get lost.
I'll have to tell Nicole I gave her a shameless plug.
We do love her. We do love her. So I thought that one was cute. What's the next one? Okay, so this is the Better Than Basic pullover. Again, now this is a long-ish sleeve, right? It's a drop shoulder. You can see.
I love the funnel neck.
Right? This reminds me very much of the neckline on Contentment, right? That Kim Hargreaves piece. So since it's a drop shoulder, you don't even have to do the sleeve.
Right.
First of all, you could do it in a cotton, right? And you could make the sleeve 3/4 sleeve or elbow length.
Cotton glacé?
Yes, I think so. You do love your cotton glacé.
I do.
Okay, so it might be a little heavy this is an Aran weight. So you see they're knitting it to gauge. But yeah, I mean, I think you could, if you wanted to, get, again, this sort of effect of a drapey open fabric. And if you were going to
That's how I would prefer it.
Well, yeah, You live in New Orleans.
Yes,
It's hot.
it is.
So I think that would be good. And they, they show the funnel neck, which I think is kind of a good look, even for some.
As long as it's, light and airy.
Right. Exactly. So anyway,
Unless you're trekking around Iceland.
Really on that Iceland thing.
Yeah.
Lay off of Norma.
I love it. No, I love it. I'm jealous that she went. It's on my list to go.
It is kind of neat, isn't it? Yeah. So this is one of those that you could do in a cotton, in the cotton glacé if we wanted to get that drapey fabric. Again, in the sabri, would be very pretty in the sabri too, which has that chainette construction to give it some bounce. Yeah, I'm not sure. You maybe could do it. No, you could do it in the linen. You could do it in rowan linen and get a nice drape with that. That would be really, really cool. Okay, what else have I got for you here?
What about cotton trio?
Oh yeah, you could do it in cotton trio. That would be pretty. That'd be pretty.
In that beautiful green.
Which green do you like?
That whatever the sample was that you sent in the tea box. That green.
Oh yes,
that was gorgeous.
Very
green.
Pretty teal. So this is their easy relaxed pullover, which is 14 stitches in a lace weight yarn. So they've got a like a lace weight plus a mohair, which again, here we go.
Right.
With this at that gauge. So 14 stitches is a little heavier than this. This would be the one I would say do your cotton glacé maybe.
I'd like a 10, 11.
Well, for 14 stitches, yeah, I would say 10 and a half.
So kind of like Jenna.
11.
So like Jenna.
Yes. And this doesn't have that funnel neck. It's still got a drop shoulder, but it has more of a crew neck.
I would add a little length too.
Yeah, you absolutely could. Here's another version. It's kind of slouchy, sort of A-line, very oversized. Do you like that?
Comfy.
Yeah, comfy for sure.
Oh, I like that whole with the jeans and the t-shirt underneath.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? If you were doing that.
Oh, what's that?
This is what I showed last week. This is the Dando Cotton Air. You could do that in this beautiful sort of open fabric, and that would be super nice.
It's almost like the color of that.
It is. Yeah, that's these two colors together, the gray and the ecru. But yeah, if you did that with this.
That's two together?
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel like it.
Well, it's so fine. It's definitely light. See how light they are?
And this will soften up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't even block this.
Okay, you need to stop adding things to my list.
Sorry.
He talked about my stash. It's going to get bigger.
Well, it's not stash if it's designated for a project.
Okay.
Right? So anyway, this is the easy relaxed pullover, and I think this would make a great summer sweater in the right yarn. You just have to think about it.
That's fabulous.
Right? Okay. This is a go-to cardigan, and I love this because we have all been in the grocery store or the movie theater or, the office, the school, you're a teacher.
Where they're cranking the AC
to 60 degrees and you're freezing.
Yes.
Right? So this is just that kind of thing that you want to knit and you want to keep it at your desk or someplace, maybe your car, and you grab it and you wear it because it is, winter in the grocery store.
Right.
And this is shown in felted tweed. So it's got a DK weight gauge, but you could do it in linen. You could do it in cotton glacé.
This is brush fleece?
This is brush fleece.
Okay.
But you could do this in cotton glacé. Yes, I know you love that. Right? But at a DK gauge, that opens your options up a lot. Summer light. Right? And I think this would be gorgeous in cotton revive, which is that bouncy, because it is a long sweater. You want something that's either going to be very light or is going to have enough bounce that it doesn't look stretched out.
I like the lighter colored one, the gray one.
Which
like
one
the
is
next
that?
pictures.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty?
And then there's a full length one without buttons, I believe. Yeah. See, I love that. I love the split hem.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes it very easy fitting. And there's, there's that.
Yeah, see, I like that better. I don't know what it is about the purple one. Maybe she did it A-line. I don't know. This one's more straight. I like it that way.
Well, it's not. It's the same sweater. It's just the way
Interesting.
she's wearing it.
See, and I don't know if I'd put buttons on it.
Well, you wouldn't have to. You could put one button here or a jewel closure,
Right.
and that would be gorgeous. Yeah. I mean, again, I just want to remind everybody, I remind you, darling, and everybody watching, you can't count on what the model is doing with the sweater to be indicative of what the sweater is going to do on you. You really have to think in terms of what the schematic is
That
telling
last
you.
picture, do you think they texted each other and said, hey, let's wear our cardigans today?
I don't. I think that was completely a setup by the photographer. What do you think?
Where is it? Right there.
There you go. Yeah. But look at this. I think this is great belted.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Isn't that great? I love a good belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's just wearing it, I think, maybe with a little more ease at the hip. I don't know. Maybe there is
it looks like it's A-line because hers is kind of straight. The gray is kind of straight and the purple kind of, fans out a little.
Finished body length. It doesn't really talk about in the pattern. It doesn't talk about it having swing, but I mean, you could add swing, you could add A-line, or you could, take that out.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's just got more ease on this.
Could be.
Yeah, but this would be great in the Summerlight DK.
Maybe she made the size bigger.
Maybe she did and just has more ease. So you see, this is DK weight yarn knit at a gauge of 20.
Soft yak DK.
Soft yak DK would be beautiful in this, right? Nice and bouncy. Again, Savvy 2. You could do the Dando linen in this, or you could do Rowan linen. There's always been a really big partnership between Churchmouse and Rowan. Because when they had a yarn store, they were a Rowan flagship store.
Right.
Right. So they featured a lot of stuff and they used, of course, the yarns that they carried in their designs. So makes sense, right? Okay. Now this one is beautiful, right? And this comes in several lengths. This is kind of the tunic length. Would you wear that?
No.
Why not?
Not my style.
No? Okay. What about that one?
No.
Okay.
I'm not a vest person.
Okay. Don't think of it as a vest. Think of this as a dress. Or
as the dress length, possibly.
Yes. Yeah. Or a tank.
A tank.
Would you wear it by itself? See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking more wearing this all by itself. That.
Okay, that I like.
Yes.
That length I like.
Okay, so that's the fourth length. There's 4 lengths on this, right? You've got this sort of high hip length. You've got this crop
She's
length.
so cute with her little.
She's adorable.
She is.
You've got the dress length with a slit. And then this is the.
Yeah, I like that. That length right
Isn't
there.
that an elegant length?
It is.
I can see that. I love this in the Rowan Creative Linen.
Okay, now with that, pencil skirt and a belt.
Sure. You do you. That's the one. That's the tunic length. But yeah, I am probably more with you on that. That's not really me, but that to me looks like clothes.
I like that.
And it's so clean. Look how the finish, there's no ribbing. There's, maybe a little pick up and knit one round here.
So did they maybe do garter at the bottom? Because it's not rolling.
Well, remember that when you have a plant-based fiber and it's knit a little bit loosely, it's going to roll loose.
Okay.
And they probably blocked that pretty hard. But, there's a lot of things, if it was rolling, you could do, to stop that. Like if you found that it's rolling up a little bit and you wanted it to roll up a little bit, you could work stockinette and then work one row of purl on the right side, and it's only going to roll to that. Right. So, you could do 2 rows of stockinette, 1 row of reverse stockinette, and then it would only roll so much. Right. Which is fun. Wonder what they've done here. Yeah, I don't think they've got anything going on there. It's just because it's a plant-based fiber. But anyway, this to me really speaks to the summer weight yarns. And people say to me, how come their patterns are so expensive? right? Why are their patterns so expensive? Okay, their patterns are expensive because instead of making you buy 4 different patterns at $8 to $10 a pop, they have 4 or 5 different options in there.
Makes sense.
Right? I mean, and they always put a lot of time into, they have tutorials in the patterns, like how you're supposed to do this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really kind of a teaching thing, which I like.
Yeah.
It's definitely that.
You don't have to figure it out on your own.
No, you don't have to figure it out on your own. So yeah, so you've got basically 4 patterns in one there. All right. So there's that. And then, okay, I have just a couple more. I'm going to skip to this one, which I love. Simple Tee. This is clearly a summer weight garment, right? DK weight at knit at gauge. So cotton glacé, summer light DK. You could do 2 strands of your Ito like we're doing for Lova, right? Or 2 strands of Kinu. It's just so beautiful. It's so clean, right? And here, same pattern, she's got the sleeves added. So they tell you in the pattern how to put sleeves in there if you want to. And this one is knit in Kid Silk Case. But again, you could do that in one of your fine Itos and get, or the cotton, or this cotton air, right? So many options to give you that lightweight feel, because these are just basic patterns and it's up to you to envision the yarn.
Right.
Right. I love that. I mean, that to me is why I love Churchmouse, I guess, because it's
versatile.
It leaves room for your creativity.
Right.
Amy Briggs would put a cable in one of these or a lace panel in the front, and you could totally do that.
It's like a boat neck, huh?
Yeah. Just kind of a wide, and look how cool and airy that feels.
I like the split hem.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Yeah. I love that. I think that's really pretty. So a couple more. This is one I featured in the newsletter. It comes in 2 lengths, this longer and this one. So I think this would be pretty in the linen. It would also be pretty in the soft yak. And it's for Amelia. It's for people who don't like boring knitting. So you got a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Would you knit that?
No, it's too busy.
Too busy. Okay. Yeah, I get you. I think it's so cute.
It's almost got a crochet quality too.
You think?
A little bit.
So not you.
No.
Yeah. It's probably not me either, but I think there's a lot of people out there that it absolutely is. Again, I think maybe possibly Amelia, although she would probably like something a little more fitted. All right. But that's the boxy lace tee, which has been very popular for them. I don't want to talk about that. This is the last one, I guess, that we'll talk about. And this is Quintessential Cardigan. And I've sort of been thinking that this would be maybe a cardigan that I would do in a club because it is so basic. This one's knit in Kid Silk Case. This one I think is probably knit in felted tweed. It's a lace weight yarn held together to give you a DK gauge.
It's a very Jake Brew cardigan.
Right? Right?
It is.
This is the fabric that you got with Salon. This is a lace weight yarn with a lace weight mohair. Hey, Susie and Amy, they made it late. They must have been in a party or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you back in Maryland, Susie and Amy? We'll just start calling you Susie and Amy, or Amy and Susie.
Samey.
Just call us the Ellens.
Yes. The Ellens and Samey.
Samey and the Ellens were here, all 4 of them.
Exactly.
Too funny. Okay, so I guess this is the same.
I don't know if I'm feeling that look.
Well, not all buttoned up.
Yeah.
But that?
Yeah, that's cute. That's adorable.
Again, it's
and that
in
color.
Yes. It's in the styling. This is the color that I did my what's that petite knit, the Stockholm sweater.
Yeah.
Right? And that sort of mauve, that dusty mauve. right? But again, remember, you and I wear it like that. There's plenty of people who are going to wear it like that, and plenty of other people who are going to wear it like that. No, not us. But it would definitely be someone.
Right. Now, okay, so now maybe like that top button undone, would you say yes?
Samey are in there.
Nice. You know, top button or two undone, bottom button undone, cute little belt, pencil skirt.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would wear it with my belt underneath. I would wear it with pants, the bottom two buttons undone, and my belt in the
that
front.
would be cute too.
Right? But it's so versatile. It's a classic piece that you're going to wear for forever.
I love that color.
And it's light. You know, again, you might not want the mohair, but I can see that in this. I can see it in the Ito. I can see it in what is their gauge on these again? 20? 22 stitches. So I could see that in the Cotton Revive. You could do it in Cotton Trio if you don't want anything draped like that.
Right.
That's got a gauge of 23.
I love the drape one.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So tell me in the chat which one you like best and what you would actually knit. What do you love? And tell me if you're watching this later. And by the way, if you are watching this later, or if you're watching it now and you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. That would be amazing if you would just give it a thumbs up. And if you are watching later and you want to comment, I respond to every single comment that I get on YouTube. If you have a question or whatever, post it in there and I'll be happy to answer that. But I would be interested in which of them you might want to knit and which ones are easiest for you to see as summer knitting. And tell me if this has kind of opened up for you any new way of thinking about patterns, you know, that you can just swap in cotton for whatever. I think there's just so much, right? Does it make you think any differently or?
No, because we swap all the time.
Right.
But this definitely, I would not have thought about it like that.
Right.
So yeah.
We'll block this tonight and we can play with this and see. So here it is, like at a really stiff gauge.
Yeah.
You know, you can do it.
I want to do I don't remember what the sweater's called, the gray one with this.
Okay. All right. Well, we can look at it.
So no crew neck.
Right. Okay. So remember that if you are interested in seeing the patterns, all right, Maria says she would do the pullover. If you're interested in seeing the patterns that I talked about tonight, go to my profile on Ravelry. It's L&E, and go to my favorites. And then if you look in the tags, all of the things that were featured tonight are tagged CM-summer. CM-summer. So Churchmouse summer, right? And that will bring up a link to it'll bring up all the patterns. That's what I've been working from tonight. So yay. All right. Mary says, can you share what you are wearing? Okay. I am wearing an oldie but a goodie. This is a tank by Elizabeth Lavold from back in the day. I really do like this one very much. It has this beautiful sort of cable in there, this Celtic cable.
I was going to say Celtic.
Yeah, it's a Celtic cable. Oh my gosh, you guys, I knit this a billion years ago, but I would knit it again. You know, it's like, it was originally designed for a yarn called Hempathy when I used to carry that. But anyway, it's like a sport weight. Cotton glacé would work for it. And I'm not sure whether the book is or whether the individual patterns are available on Ravelry for this. It's called Gyrid, Gyrid. By Elizabeth Lavold, and it's in one of her earlier books. And I think if you wanted to get this, you might have to buy the book on the secondary market. Typically on Ravelry, if the book is out of print, they'll give you links to where you might want to buy that. So I'll try to, or some bookstores. Yeah. I will try to remember to put a link to where you could buy this this pattern if you're interested on the secondary market. So So yay. Thank you for being with us tonight. I hope you've had fun. Have you had fun?
Yes.
I've had fun. Yeah. So now we're gonna go have dinner.
Okay. Yeah.
Yay. All right. And those of you who are joining us at the retreat this weekend, I can't wait to see you. And those of you